Brian, backers say it could help small stores even lower the prices you pay, but opponents warn of unintended consequences for card users. When you pay for something with your debit card, someone has to cover the costs of contacting your bank, taking your money, and giving it to the store. Right now, banks say they charge fees to cover their costs, but an amendment to Congress's financial industry reform plan would limit the fees and increase competition. Backers say consumers would win, in part because retailers could turn the lower fees into lower prices. But opponents say stores will just hold on to higher profits. Those opponents include bankers.
We're not really a very attractive industry right now, but it will have an impact not just on the bottom lines of banks, but on the bottom lines of our customers.
Art Johnson just finished a stint chairing the American Bankers Association. He's the chairman and CEO of United Bank of Michigan. Johnson says with the change, banks could stop offering free checking for low and middle income customers. Chase has already said it's stopping its debit card rewards program. Banks say without being able to set the fees, they can't cover the costs of those programs and the cost of cases of fraud. The United Bank CEO says he thinks this change has nothing to do with the economy or the economic collapse.
I don't remember anybody ever saying, pounding their fist on the table and saying, you know, those darn debit card fees just drove this country into financial ruin. It didn't happen.
Those with concerns about the change include some who work with retailers.
I like the theory of small businesses getting together and working with Congress to limit the influences of these large financial institutions. But in terms of keeping debit fees down and credit fees down, you know, I think you have to look at what's reasonable.
Robert Brower at Avid Payment Solutions says a loss of programs like debit card rewards could make people pull out credit cards instead, and those cost stores even more.
I hate to see the market share of debit cards decrease because that's going to cause more debt in the country.
With all of those concerns, the idea of delaying this rule appears to be gaining some traction. The Federal Reserve Chairman has said he cannot meet a deadline to publish rules later this month. And the Wall Street Journal reports a key House Democrat is now supporting a delay. The newspaper also reports that a Democrat in the Senate says he has the votes to pass a delay. If there's no delay, the rules would take effect in July. We'll continue to keep our eye on Washington. Brian?